Hi, I'm Yangzhou. I'm glad to introduce our work, Joint Disentangling and Adaptation for Cross-Domain Person Identification. This is a collaborative work with Xiaodong Yang, Zhiding Yu, Yang Kautz at NVIDIA Research, and Vijaya Kumar at CMU. Person RelD is a task of retrieving the images that contain the person of interest across non-overlapping cameras, given a query image. Although recent supervised RelD methods showed great performance, the model can fail in target domain if target data differs in terms of seasons, illumination, viewpoint. Unsupervised domain adaptation aims to improve model's performance in target domain with only unlabeled target images. For most previous adaptation works, adaptation is typically operated on the feature space. However, the feature space usually encodes both ID-related and ID-unrelated factors. The adaptation of ID-unrelated features can hurt the adapted RelD model, and it might be helpful to separate or disentangle these factors for cross-domain adaptation. The advantage of disentangling ID-related and ID-unrelated factors were previously explored by DGNet, which is proposed for supervised RelD in a single domain. Inspired by the DGNet, for cross-domain adaptation of RelD, we propose a joint disentangling and adaptation framework, DGNet++. To be more specific, ID-related features or appearance codes capture view cues such as the clothing color, textures, styles. ID-unrelated features are called structure codes with the information about the pose, background, illumination. In DGNet++, appearance and structure factors are disentangled into separate spaces, and we only conduct adaptation on the appearance space that is mostly related to RelD task. This can help to alleviate the negative effects brought by the adaptation of ID-unrelated features. Moreover, we can swap the appearance and the structure codes to do cross-domain image generation. In the network, we have two inputs from source and target. For disentangling, we feed these images to appearance encoder and structure encoders to get appearance and structure codes. Note that the appearance encoder is shared across domain, since adaptation is conducted in the shared appearance space. The structure encoders are domain specific and are not shared across domains. Then we swap these codes and decode them to generate new images guided by GAN loss. And we use the identification loss to encourage the appearance encoder to have ID-related factors. Then, based on the generated images, we again encode, swap, and decode for self-reconstruction. This is called cross-cycle consistency. We also add identification loss to the generated images to make them have the same appearance information as the original ones. For adaptation, on appearance encoder, we add adversary loss to line feature distribution. We also add identification loss based on pseudo labels to help adaptation. The losses based on pseudo labels are also called self-training losses. The pseudo labels are generated by clustering the target samples with dB scan. Samples within the same cluster are assigned with the same pseudo identity. The pseudo labels generation and joint disentangling plus adaptation are conducted iteratively in our DigiNet++. We evaluate our method on 6 benchmarks, including 6 cross-domain pairs, evolving market, Duke MTMC, and MSMT. In terms of standard metrics of rank 1, rank 5, rank 10, and MAP, our method achieved the state-of-the-art performance, outperforming other methods with clear margins. To see the contribution of each component to a cross-domain adaptation, we conduct a systematic ablation study in the benchmarks of market to Duke and Duke to market. Our baseline, the resonant 50, trained in source domain with identification loss. With the help of disentangling, the adaptation performance of baseline are consistently improved in both benchmarks. The adversary alignment, self-training, and their combinations can further improve the adaptation performance, leading to our best performance in DigiNet++. Compared with adversary alignment and self-training combined, we can also see that disentangling provides a better feature space foundation that can help cross-domain adaptation for RelD. To further demonstrate the benefits of disentangling, we conduct more ablation studies. By comparing the results with and without disentangling module, we can see that disentangling can consistently help adversary alignment. And we can also see that disentangling can help self-training. Here, we show the generated images by swapping the appearance and structural codes across domains in all 6 settings. The first rows show original images from source and target domains. The third row shows the generated images with source, appearance, and target structural codes. The fourth row shows the synthetic images with source structure and target appearance codes. Although the cross-domain image generation is a difficult problem, as you can see, DigiNet++ can generate realistic images. This verifies the validity of disentangling, which helps more efficient domain adaptation. Here, we compare our generated images with other cross-domain image generation methods. We show the generated images of market to Duke and Duke to market. As you can see in the last column group, DigiNet++ can transfer the appearance factors, including clothing color and the styles across domains. Other methods, such as CycleGAN, CSJLP, SPGAN, can only transfer superficial factors such as illumination. And some methods can only generate quite blurry images, such as PNAnet. To see the contribution of individual parts to cross-domain image generation, we conduct further ablation studies across market and Duke. If we just use within-domain cross-disentangling and disregard cross-domain disentangling, the appearance factors, such as clothing colors, cannot be well transferred. Furthermore, without the help of self-training, the appearance cues still cannot be well transferred. These ablation experiments verify mutual benefits of joint disentangling and adaptation. For more details, please come to our Zoom session. Thanks a lot for your interest.